My supervisor pulled me into his office and said, 16 packages have gone missing from your route this month. We're filing a police report and pressing charges. I felt like I'd been punched in the chest. Missing? I delivered every single one. Mr. Garrett slid a folder across the desk. Customers claim they never received these items. Combined value is over $12,000. That's felony theft. I scanned every package at every door. Check the records. Scans can be faked. You scan at the door, then take the package back to your truck. I've worked here for 4 years without a single complaint. Garrett leaned back. The evidence points to you, your route, your scanner, your truck. 2 security guards appeared at the door. They escorted me out like a criminal. My coworkers stopped loading their trucks to watch. 4 years of perfect performance, gone in 10 minutes. That night, I couldn't sleep. I delivered those packages. I knew I did. So where did they go? I pulled up my delivery records on the app. Every scan was time-stamped and GPS tagged. I cross-referenced the 16 missing packages. Something strange jumped out. All 16 were scanned between 2:15 and 2:45 p.m., my lunch break. I always parked at the same gas station and ate in my truck. But the GPS showed my scanner was active during that window, at addresses I didn't recognize. Someone used my scanner while I was on break. I thought about who had access to my truck. I locked it every time I stepped away. But the warehouse had master keys. Supervisors had master keys. I looked up the addresses where the deliveries happened during my lunch break, all within a 2-mile radius. One address appeared 3 times. I Googled it. Property records showed it was owned by Raymond Garrett, my supervisor. He'd been using my scanner to mark packages as delivered to his own neighborhood, then taking them himself. I called my friend Terrence at the warehouse. I need you to check the security footage from the loading dock. Bro, they're saying you stole 12 grand. I don't want to get involved. Garrett is setting me up. Just check the footage. He called back 3 hours later, voice shaking. Leo, you need to see this. I opened the video on my laptop. Loading dock camera, timestamp 2:23 p.m. 2 weeks ago. Garrett walked up to my truck, looked around, unlocked the door with a master key, climbed inside. 30 seconds later, he came out carrying 3 packages, loaded them into his personal car. He did this while I was eating a sandwich at the gas station. I had him on camera. I took everything to the police. GPS data, delivery timestamps, property records, security footage. Detective Morrison reviewed it all. This is solid. We'll get a warrant for his residence. 3 days later, she called. We found 14 of the 16 packages in his garage, still sealed. He was reselling them online. We're arresting him this afternoon. I drove to the warehouse. I wanted to see it happen. Garrett was in his office when the police arrived. Through the window, I watched his face cycle through confusion, then fear, then rage. He saw me standing in the parking lot. Our eyes met. I waved. They walked him out in handcuffs. Everyone stopped to watch. The same coworkers who saw me get escorted out 2 weeks ago now watched him. He set me up, Garrett shouted. He planted those packages. Nobody responded. Nobody even looked at him. The HR director approached me in the parking lot. Mr. Chen, I want to personally apologize. We should have investigated more thoroughly. Yes, you should have. We'd like to offer you your position back, with a raise, and back pay. I looked at her, then at the building, then at the coworkers who watched me get dragged out like a criminal and said nothing. You accused me of a felony in front of everyone. You almost cost me my family, my freedom, and my reputation. I pulled out my phone and showed her a text from my lawyer. I don't want my job back. I want a settlement. And I wanted in writing that Raymond Garrett acted alone and the company failed to investigate before destroying my reputation. Her face went pale. Mr. Chen, I'm sure we can work something out. My lawyer will be in touch. I walked toward my car. Garrett was still in the back of the squad car, watching through the window. I stopped, turned, made sure he could see me. Then I pulled out my phone and took a picture of him, his face twisted with rage. He screamed something I couldn't hear through the glass. I smiled. 4 years I worked under him. Now he'd spend the next 6 working under a corrections officer.